Hi guys, I'm a Forester here. What you're looking at is just a sample of some of the gear and some of the purchases that I've made over the years since I've had a YouTube channel. Just to go over it very quickly, this is the Ruger LCP in 380. This is a holster that I bought from a Georgia holster manufacturer. I've got a couple of flashlights. This is the Maelstrom 4.7s, and this is the Streamlight Stylus Pro. Had that a good while, and that's a very useful light, probably one that I use more often than most. A couple of pieces of electronic gear. This is the remote for Amazon Fire TV. I got that this spring and really enjoying using that. And then this is a Kindle Fire tablet. Enjoy using that. Don't have to crank up the computer and can do a lot of what I need to do online with that. Here are three knives, just a sample of the knives that I purchased, but this is the Klotzli Walker 05, Spider Coast Sage 1, and then a Bradley Kimura. But you know, if you do a lot of reviews online, or if you purchase a lot of gear like most people do, it adds up to a lot of money, and so price is very important. Now what happened is I just ordered another knife, actually the first knife purchase that I've made this year. I've sort of slowed down on that, but I checked six different places for price, actually 7 different places for price, and there was a wide diversity of prices, and I wanted to go over that with you because I know I can speak for myself that I would always rather purchase from a local brick and mortar store to support local stores. If not a local store, at least one online. One of my favorite knife stores online is New Graham Knives. I've actually been to the store. It's a neat little store and I'd love to support it. But I wanted to go over in some detail the information about the knife that I purchased. I'm not going to give the identity of the knife. I'll wait and do that in a review, maybe an unboxing. But go over the diversity and prices. Okay, and the lowest price for that knife came from Amazon.com. I won't give the price, but you can make comparisons yourself if you want to. The second lowest was KnifeWorks. That's an online store that I've purchased knives from, but their price was $32 higher, 22.5% higher than Amazon's price. New Graham, my favorite knife store, online knife store, was $36 higher than Amazon. Blade HQ, they sure do a lot of advertising and they have to pay for that, I'm sure. Their price was $37 higher. Knife Center, another store I've bought knives from, was $48 higher. And the highest store is one that I know YouTubers advertise, Such in particular advertise goinggear.com a lot. And their price was $96.18 higher than Amazon's price. That was almost 67% higher than Amazon's price. But Going Gear's price was actually on a sale price. They were advertising a sale on this knife, yet their price was $96 higher than Amazon's price. Now, one thing you have to bear in mind is if you do buy it online, you generally don't have to pay sales tax. You might supposed to. If you buy it in a local store, you have to add sales tax onto it. And also you have to pay for gas if you have to drive to a local store and purchase a knife. So that's easily going to add a gallon or two of gas onto the cost of the purchase. So even though I would rather buy gear from a local vendor, sometimes it's very hard to not go with an online store. Now, I went with Amazon.com. Like I say, depending on the comparison, I've saved the better part of $100 by buying it from Amazon, or at least $30-some by buying it from Amazon. And in our case here in South Carolina, we have a large brand new Amazon facility, distribution facility in Columbia, South Carolina. So that is generating jobs here in the state. But I pose the question to you. You see how I've made my decision, and I'll just go over these very quickly. This was purchased from a local store, gun store. This was Amazon. This was Amazon. 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 This was from New Graham Knives. And I don't recall where I got the Spyderco or the Bradley. Just can't recall that. So I've given Amazon some business. I've given local businesses. This was bought locally fairly locally from a private individual who has a sideline business, I think, doing holsters, and he did excellent work. So I've tried to give business to local individuals, but sometimes the best prices are, you just can't avoid trying to go for the best prices to save money. I'm curious what you think. The question I would pose to you is, how much money are you willing to pay over and above the lowest price to support your local businesses, brick and mortar establishments, or your favorite online business? Like, say, for instance, New Graham Knives, which does have a brick and mortar business in Bluefield, Virginia. I'm interested in your feedback. Please comment below. I'll see y'all later and look forward to a review on the knife that's shortly going to come in. Talk to y'all later. Bye.